All right, here's our video today. We're going to be doing a hydrogen experiment. We're actually going to try to get hydrogen. We're going to extract hydrogen. That's the fancy word, right? To extract hydrogen from dihydrogen monoxide, which we know is water. Right? So what we'll use is we'll use a 9-volt battery somewhere over there. Right? There's our 9-volt battery. And what we'll use is also 2 graphite pencils, just number 2 pencils. And as you'll see in the video, I'm going to take 2 number 2 pencils, and you want to use number 2 pencils because they have just the amount of graphite that we need in the experiment. So as you see, I cut out a little piece of cardboard here. So the pencils, number 2 pencils, and they should be sharpened at both ends. Now, if you use a higher pencil, which, most of the number 2s are the most common pencils out there. But if you're using a higher pencil, like a 3 or a 4, it has more clay, and clay is not a great conductor. So what we want to do is we want to send a electrical pulse. Right? We're sending electricity with the battery, DC. We're sending that through the pencil. And so we can break apart the H2O. So let's do that. We'll take a clip. Attach the clip here. We have one clip, and let's make sure they're on, right? So what will happen is the negative side pencil will create hydrogen gas immediately. You should see it immediately in the video. So let's make sure the connections are tight. And so there's the positive side. That will produce oxygen. And this side, if we look closely enough, it's getting on that graphite. We should see bubbles forming. You can see bubbles forming right away. Let me get it a little closer. You can see the bubbles forming for the hydrogen. There you go, if you can see it. So I see the bubbles forming for hydrogen. You see some bubbles on the other side, on the right pencil. That's the oxygen. Now again, in the pencil that's pushing out the hydrogen, electrons are being pushed into the water, and the hydrogen has a slight positive charge, so that's why we see those bubbles collecting. So you should see more bubbles on the left than the right, and the right again is oxygen. All right, that's our experiment.